my sister Brittany. We're also
driving across the country.
We are, which is why we're filming this video in the car, so she's not going to be making much eye contact.
I'll try.
Today we're doing a little big sister Q&A, as if we're your big sisters, giving you advice and stuff. I posted a community post asking for like advice questions or just general questions that you would want to ask a big sister, and got quite a lot of responses. Let's hope they're not all duplicates, but we're gonna
answer all of them because
yes,
we have 272 miles to drive, so
on the same road right now.
We have a lot of time.
Yeah, we're currently driving in Texas. Our next stop is in Texas, so we're also doing a whole road trip vlog, which will probably be up before this one. Yeah, this will probably be up last out of all the travel vlogs. So we're doing this to kill some time, and also because a lot of people wanted to see it.
I was super excited for this video.
Me too. I feel like it's gonna be a lot of like relationship questions.
And earlier we were already talking about like for an hour and a half or 2 hours talking about past relationships, experiences, and I was like, you know what, you should have just had your camera rolling, but
we should have.
There was some details in there, so maybe
we got down and dirty.
So maybe not.
We're just gonna go through them, just answer as many as we can. We're also probably gonna split it up in between a few days. I'm also praying you can hear and that it's not shaky and everything. Hopefully we're good.
I think it'll be okay. Let's get started.
It's all shaking. It's like this.
Is it really?
Yeah. We're just gonna hop right in. Ready?
Yes.
There's 93 responses. When is it an okay time to have a boyfriend? And how do you stay friends if y'all break up? P.S. You're amazing.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
Whenever you feel, I don't know, like whenever you feel comfortable with that person, I wouldn't say like anything like 15 and older, you can call yourself boyfriend and girlfriend. Anything before that's kind of like a crush, and maybe you hang out.
Because that's like middle school.
Yeah.
You graduate when you're like 14 probably, and go to high school when you're like 15.
I feel like if the label of boyfriend and girlfriend, I mean, isn't even that important until you're older, really.
Yeah.
My first boyfriend I had in junior year, actually. I got my first boyfriend in junior year, and then we were together for like, we were talking about this earlier. I was with my first boyfriend junior year. We were together for like almost 4 years.
And my first relationship was like freshman year, but we were talking about okay, anyways, but we were talking about how like my first relationship before Keikoa, like how we wouldn't even really consider it like a relationship kind of thing. Like even though at the time we were labeled boyfriend and girlfriend, like thinking about it now, I would consider my first serious relationship with Keikoa.
Yeah, because I've had a lot of relationships, but as far as like boyfriend, girlfriend relationship, I would say like three main ones.
Yeah. How would you stay friends if you break up? I mean, you don't have to stay friends.
Yeah, it all depends on like what terms you're on.
Yeah,
after
exactly.
Oh my.
Dang. You're gonna witness a lot of
road rage.
Crazy drivers and road rage.
It all depends on what terms you guys end on. Like as far as me, my past relationships or boyfriend and girlfriend relationships, I don't talk to them really. I feel like if we ended on good terms, then we would be in each other's lives, but we didn't really. So yeah, it really just depends on what terms you guys end on.
And I feel like if you get into another relationship after that one, it's kind of different than if you aren't in a relationship to stay friends with them out of respect of your new boyfriend or girlfriend.
Yeah, because like if you're me and my husband now, I guess, was still
she's
friends.
Married.
I'm old, but yeah, if he was still friends with his ex, that would be very uncomfortable for me.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Yeah, that's just me personally, but it just depends on your current status, I guess, and the terms you end on.
What's your tips on overall smelling good? All of my perfumes and lotions don't smell after a few hours, so is there any tips to keep the scent longer?
I thought they meant like BO.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, we could talk about both.
I think it depends on like the quality of the perfume you get, because like if you get Victoria's Secret body sprays and stuff, those things don't last.
So there's a difference between actual perfume and body spray. Like body spray is like, it'll last like maybe an hour or two. Perfume like actually penetrates your skin, and that's the one that comes in like a little bottle that's like $60, $70, $100 more or whatever. So the perfumes last longer. I like the body mist personally, because I don't know, I just like using the body mist. I like spray myself 2 or 3 times throughout the day. Just spray yourself more often during the day if you feel like the scent wears off.
I used to use like body sprays, like body mists from Victoria's Secret, and then I really felt like those things did not work, like they just didn't last. And then I got my like Scentbird perfumes that are real legit, like high quality perfumes. I started using those, and even like KK, like now he he tells me I smell good when I wear them.
From the scent-bird ones?
Yeah, from the scent-bird ones.
Yeah.
Because they're actual perfumes. It's not that I didn't smell good before, but like he actually notices now.
Maybe they're just
not
stronger.
yeah.
I didn't spray myself today.
Yeah, I don't smell it.
I'm in the car for hours. I smell you. You just smell clean.
Okay.
That's my
This is
shirt.
your shirt. Oh, I didn't spray this shirt. Never mind.
Well,
Now
yeah.
let's talk about like BO and stuff. You need to shower. Like
Yeah.
you can't mask a smell like that with just like constantly putting on deodorant and stuff.
A daily shower, especially for females,
Yeah.
you need to at least take a body shower. You don't need to wash your hair every day, obviously, but body shower, female hygiene. I mean, males should be showering every day too because they get musty.
And they need to scrub. If you're a male out there and you don't scrub your body with a loofah or scrubby or anything, please start doing it.
And scrub your legs because they
Yeah.
need to be clean too.
Yes.
Okay? Scrub your legs. Don't be one of them who don't scrub their legs. Clean your legs.
Didn't we have a conversation about this?
Yeah, a lot of people think that like just scrubbing your body, your arms, your parts and everything, and then the soap just going down your legs cleans it. It doesn't. And make sure you scrub the bottoms of your feet because I mean a lot of people just walk around barefoot like in their house or whatever. Your feet get really dirty, so make sure you scrub the bottom of your feet.
Lazy tip, throw your scrubby on the floor and rub your feet on it like this.
I don't do that. But
That's what I used to do.
Deodorants.
I started having bad BO early.
Yeah, I can attest to that.
Yeah, so like everybody's different.
Like 6 years old early.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
It all just kind of depends. Like people have it worse than others. You can't really control that.
Like,
I don't think it's something that'll just like you can make go away because.
like me, I don't have deodorant on right now.
Yeah, how?
But I don't smell.
No, you don't.
Like
smell.
I forgot to put deodorant on.
Like if I still have it, but like I know ways to control it now. I shower like twice a day. I wash my body twice a day and like nothing really, I don't know.
Yeah.
You just find a deodorant that works for you and work with that, I guess. We're gonna be on these posts for it's already 11 minutes long.
We're gonna have fun editing this.
I would like to know how to be less annoying or like how to know and stop.
If you think you're annoying, somebody probably told you maybe. So ask them why they think you're annoying, and let's say maybe you talk too much. Maybe that's why they think you're annoying. Maybe just think about what you say before you say it. Maybe if you're clingy and you text someone too much throughout the day, try to like think about before you text them and you know, only text important things.
Yeah.
You know, don't send text after text after text because that's not good. Yeah, and if they don't respond, they don't want to respond.
Yeah, because if you know you're annoying, you should try to find the reason for that.
Yeah, and just try to work on it.
How do you know when you're in love? Everyone says when they feel like you've never felt before, but that's how I always feel with new boyfriends. So how do you really know?
That's a good question. Me, you don't know right away. Love has to develop over a period of time because that's the way you can only really like see how the person cares for you, how much they'll sacrifice for you, how much they not sacrifice but not give up things. What's the word? Oh my gosh, what's the word, Lauren? Okay, so love you can't know right away because like I was saying, it like you can tell how a person loves you over a period of time. A lot of people mistake lust for love, or like they call it the honeymoon phase. Yeah, they mistake, especially when you're young. I went through it. You went through it with your first relationship. You really don't know love until you're older.
It's not.
and it might not be what you want to hear right now. Yeah, you don't know until you've been through a couple things. In beginning relationships, like first relationships when you're young, don't give your full heart in the beginning.
Especially your first relationship.
Especially your first relationship. Me being through a lot of relationships, I can tell you, don't give your full heart. You know, like feel it out, like how they treat you, how they, you know, how they talk to you, how they listen to you, and then it'll turn into potentially love. But you know, you gotta see how the person is.
And if you are in your first relationship, that doesn't mean that you're not in love also.
Yeah, no, that's not what I'm saying.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just saying, because I haven't been through a lot of relationships. Like I said, this is like my first serious relationship anyways, and my boyfriend's first ever relationship.
Yeah.
And I feel like
they're in love. They're in love. I can see it. So I'm not saying your first relationship you're not going to be in love, because obviously.
But don't expect it to be.
Yeah, don't expect it. Have high expectations for yourself. Have high standards for yourself.
You deserve it.
You deserve it. Everyone deserves love. And love is not fast. And so don't try to rush into things.
I'm going to refer to him as KK because we just call him KK.
Oh, sorry. KK.
No, it's KK is Keikoa, my boyfriend. And we've been together for almost 4 years. She is married. They've been together
for like 7.
For 7 years. Me and KK, when we first started dating, it felt like the honeymoon phase for just so long. Like, we wouldn't get in any arguments. We like never annoyed each other, none of that, and we thought we were in love then. And I'm not saying we weren't, but until we like actually started getting into arguments and like just disagreeing about certain things, like getting through that's what made us love each other even more, because we know we can get through that, and then we know we can still we still want to be together after you go through hard things. You know, so
yeah, feeling like you're in love at the very beginning of a relationship is very normal, but just be careful mistaking that for love, because you don't want to get hurt in the very beginning. And that's why I was saying don't give your full heart, full attention, everything in the very beginning, because it could not be worth it, or it could. That's why you need to take your time. So take your time. That's my biggest advice. Take your time.
And you deserve love.
You deserve love. So much for taking a short answer.
I know.
These are good.
Yeah, they're good questions.
It's gonna be a long one.
What would you advise to your younger sibling if he or she has anxiety?
I need more coffee.
Both of the kids are awake now.
I would ask them to vent to me, like let out all their feelings, which one will help, because so talking definitely helps with your anxiety. Honestly, taking deep breaths helps so much. So breathing.
Because you get anxiety, right?
I do, yeah.
I do too. Being a comfort to them, for sure. Don't force them to do anything. Don't force them to tell you how they feel. Let them know that you are there for them to know how they feel. How to know when to date and how your faith ties into your relationship. How you keep God the center of it, etc. Keikoa, he grew up Christian. He went to Christian schools and everything. And we went to private Catholic schools like all our life, so we both kind of grew up that way. I grew up Catholic, so we always like went through the practices of it and stuff, but I never like actually felt close to God, or like wanted to get closer until I met him, because he still went to church every Sunday and stuff, but he didn't go to Catholic church like we did. I just did not prefer Catholic church. Like, I just didn't enjoy going to Catholic church anymore.
Also, because when we were younger, like, our grandma was very Catholic, and she would like force us to so our grandma kind of like forced us to go every Sunday, so it was something we didn't enjoy, one, and two, like, it was just kind of like we had to go because our parents and grandparents told us to. So it's not something we wanted to do on our own time or on our own like urge. So
that made us not want to go. When I met KK, he still went to church on Sundays and everything, so I started going with him, and that's when I kind of realized that Catholic church wasn't the only type of church there is, and I just associated church with like strict Catholic church, what I grew up being forced to go to, and I was just like, nope, like that's not my thing. And then I found like that Christian church, like just general Christian non-denominational church even, is totally different, and it's something that I actually enjoyed. So when I started going with him, it opened a whole new door and made me actually want to like start being more present in my faith and stuff, because he definitely influenced me a lot in that way. Just like something we do when we're not together, like when we don't spend the night together, we FaceTime and pray before we go to sleep every night. We make it our choice to go to church on Sundays because we found a church that we love going to. We just always like bring things back to God, basically. Like, we're always thanking God, especially that we met each other and that he brought like faith back into my life too. Yeah, when you try to have a relationship with God in your relationship, it doesn't mean you have to constantly be like thinking about it, talking about it and stuff. Like, we prioritize at night to like pray together and just thank God for our days and stuff like that. It doesn't have to be something that you're constantly doing in order to have a relationship with God in your relationship. It's something that you should talk about together for it to be there. How do we tell our parents that we have a boyfriend?
I would definitely not just like bring it up like, hey mom, like I have a boyfriend.
I was gonna say, just tell him.
No, I would like definitely have your boyfriend or girlfriend meet your parents if you're close to your parents. Some people aren't, or some people don't talk to them at all. But if you are close to your parents, I feel like they should. This is not what I did when I was younger, but if I were to speak to my younger self, like definitely like introduce them to your parents beforehand, just so it's not like, hey, here's my boyfriend or girlfriend.
They know nothing about them.
Yeah, I mean, you can, but I feel like that eases the situation a little bit.
Any shaving tips? Also, what products do you use? I've been using a razor and it hasn't been taking off most of the hairs, or it won't get a good close shave. So if you know any tips or anything, please let me know.
If it's not getting all the hairs, or if it's not getting close shave, maybe your razor is old. Maybe you just need to replace your razor, because that happens to me. Like if I use the same razor for like a few weeks or a few months, sometimes I use the same razor for a few months.
Same.
But yeah, if you have the same razor for a long time, it doesn't cut as well. So get a new razor. Honestly, the disposable razors work really well and they're cheap. So just get a pack of cheap razors.
Yeah.
I use a razor. I've never waxed. I don't use shaving cream. I shave in the shower with my regular body soap, and that's easiest for me.
How to know if you have real friends? There's a lot of fake people in the world.
I think you just know.
Yeah.
Like, you have to have good radar for that. I mean, if you're completely oblivious and you're just like friends with everyone, a lot of people have a lot of friends, but they're not close, like that you can tell everything to. And honestly, like I only have like, not family wise, but like friend wise, I only have like two really close friends.
Same.
I'm friendly with a whole bunch of people, but you know, close friends, and that goes with like relationships, with like boyfriend girlfriend relationships. It takes time to know if they're a good friend or not. You have to go through things. How, like, I'm just gonna repeat myself, but like you have to see how they
experience different people.
Yeah, you have to see how they handle situations with you. It takes time.
It does.
Because a lot of people act fake in the beginning. You'll just know.
What's the best piece of advice you have ever been given, and what do you live by?
No new friends.
Yes. I have feelings for a boy that has a girlfriend and I am suffering hard. Please tell me.
Does he know that you have feelings for him? Like, does he have feelings for you too? Which might be a problem. Definitely don't be a homewrecker. Okay?
Yeah, don't break hearts.
Don't pursue that person. If the boy that you like, or at least talking, the boy that you like has a girlfriend, definitely like let them work their relationship out. Like if they don't work out, then pursue the person. Definitely leave their relationship alone. You don't want to be that girl, that guy who gets in the middle of, you know, sabotaging a relationship. You'll always have that on you, and people will know you as that type of person. And if it's meant to be, then it's meant to be. But definitely, like, just go see what else is out there. Go talk to other people.
Experience the world.
Yeah, because they're not available at the moment. But yeah, I would definitely just kind of steer clear of that one.
How do you know when to say I love you, and how do you know if that I love you is sincere? This kind of goes along with the being in love question.
I've never said it first. Have you?
I said it first to KK.
Have you? Like, you've had like so many boyfriends?
I know. Like I had 2 chances.
You said it first to KK?
We started off saying like I appreciate you, because neither of us wanted to say it yet. I think. But I think I'm the one that said it first after that. Yeah, I did.
I mean, if you feel it, say it.
Yeah, it's the whole thing about being in love again. Like if you're in love, then you obviously love them. You know?
Yeah. Just be careful. Like we said, don't mix it up with, you know, the honeymoon phase. If you feel so strong for the person, tell them you love them, because they could be holding back and not be saying it just because maybe they're waiting for you first or something. I mean, when my husband now said I love you first, I said I love you back. I did love him, but because of my past relationships, I was like, my guard was up, you know. So
which is good.
But I knew I loved him because of what I've gone through before. I knew that it was love, so I was able to say it. But I'm just not the person to say it first. I'm
going to be a freshman this upcoming school year. Any tips on high school and how to not get wrapped up in drama? High school advice. We both went to an all-girls private Catholic school, so I think we had a different type of experience than a lot of people have. A lot of people also would probably associate like all-girls high school with drama.
With like cat fights and drama.
That's not how, at least for me.
No.
That's not how it was for me.
That's not how it was.
Our school like feeds off of like sisterhood.
Yeah, I honestly think not having guys at the school cut down on the drama, because you know how girls are around guys, you know, especially like high school.
For drama.
Guys are a big reason for how girls act. That's another way to find real friends. You know, how they act towards guys and how they act around you if they're not talking to the same person.
Yeah, and if they're friending around guys than you, then...
But what was the question? I mean, you know what drama is, so just...
There's gonna be drama everywhere. Like, there was drama at our high school, but it wasn't as crazy as a lot of people probably would think.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people that aren't gonna like you and are gonna be jealous of you no matter what.
Just be yourself, keep moving, and just...
Drama is everywhere. Just mind your own business, then mind their own business. If they have a problem with you, then let them have a problem with you. I'm a big sister and I can't find a way to make my siblings happy, LOL. I mean, I think like the age differences matter, how old and young they are, because...
These tacos are really good.
Tiny tacos from Taco Bell. I mean, Jack in the Box.
I mean...
I don't know if you mean like you're just not close with them.
Yeah, that can mean a lot of things. Like you don't have a good relationship, or you're watching your baby younger sibling and you want to make them happy when you're babysitting them. Like it's a very vague question. I don't know how to.
How do you tell a friend that you don't want to be friends anymore? Is it okay to just start avoiding them?
Don't avoid. Never avoid any situation.
Yeah.
Never avoid any situation.
There has to be a reason that you don't want to be friends with them anymore. If it's like a personality trait that they're not doing like on purpose, I mean, then that's different from them doing something to hurt you and you not wanting to be friends with them anymore.
If it's something they did, definitely talk to them. It might be hard. They might not know that you feel that way. So you definitely need to talk. But if it's like a person, like she was saying, like a personality trait, it might just be how the person is. Like if the person's super loud and you just can't deal with it, like you might not, just don't be friends.
Yeah. Do you have any tips for body image and not comparing myself to other girls on social media and in general? Social media can be so horrible.
Yeah.
I think it's human nature to compare yourself to people.
I mean, I do.
I still do.
But I don't let it like consume my life, you know? Like you're gonna look at another person and admire something they have that you don't. It's gonna happen, but like just work on self-love. Just appreciate yourself. Of course there's a lot of things I would love to change about myself, but I still love myself the way I am.
Yeah. Recent post.
My recent mom post.
Oh my god.
Just love yourself.
Yeah.
Like
you're always gonna think someone is prettier than you.
Yeah.
And social media, if you're talking about it specifically, Facetune is a thing, Photoshop is a thing.
Oh my goodness.
So don't like hate yourself if you don't look like the person that that you want to look like, because that might not even be what they look like. She doesn't look like that all the time either. Like,
she eats pizza.
She has rolls, guys.
She has.
Not that any of this is bad. You can eat pizza, you can have rolls.
Maybe we shouldn't say that. Okay. Eat what you want. Be happy. If you have rolls, I have rolls. Lauren has rolls.
Rolls are beautiful.
Just love yourself.
Is it okay to grow together and both people to mature in a relationship and still have a healthy relationship? Or not, because so many people break up and say, I just need to work on myself. And are those breakup relationships probably just too dependent on each other?
It's totally okay to mature in a relationship together.
Yeah.
Especially when you find someone young and you guys still have so much maturing to do and growing yourself to do. It's totally okay to do that. You'll either grow closer together if you guys grow into being, you know, not the same people, but like people that work well together, or you could grow apart and you guys aren't meant for each other.
Part of this question is, when did you start your period? Maybe a quick story. I started mine summer.
You remember the season?
Before 6th grade? Well, I remember going into, 6th or 7th grade. It was either before 6th grade or right after 7th grade.
I started my like sophomore year.
Yeah. Brianna started hers like senior year.
Really?
So it's so different for everyone.
So different.
I don't have a crazy story. It just happened at home. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, maybe we're not twins.
Contrary to popular belief, we're not twins. What are your tips on getting over someone you've never even dated?
What? Talk to new people.
Yeah, if it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, but don't jump into relationships, but just go talk to other people. Go talk to more people and see what else is out there. It's a lot easier to get over that one person.
How can you stand your ground when you're being peer pressured? Well,
just say no, you don't want to do it.
Yeah, stay true to your beliefs and what you want to do.
Just say no. Like, really, just say no. Like,
I we were talking about this before, but I'm not a partier. I'm not a drinker. I don't drink. In high school, all my friends did. My friends never peer pressured me to, really, because they knew I didn't and they like it wasn't a problem for them. But
even like
not literally peer pressuring you.
Yeah, even if you're
peer pressure,
like in your situation, even if they're not saying here, take a drink, here, take a drink, you could just feel self-conscious about like, dang, everybody around me's drinking, maybe I should do it. Like, and that's totally understandable, like, because you could be like, everyone else is doing it, I should too. But if you really feel strongly about just, it's drinking is just one example. Yeah. But if you really feel like you are uncomfortable and don't want to do it, just don't do it.
Yeah.
And if they feel some type of way about it,
they're not
no new friends.
No
new friends.
Should you tell your crush you like him or wait for him to ask you? Make the move, I guess. Like, why do you have to wait for him to make the move, you know? I made the first move, you make the first move.
That's right, you did.
I mean, there's no reason why you shouldn't. At least tell them how you feel, because maybe they feel the same way and they don't want to make the first move, you know?
Yeah, I would just like go off of how they're feeling, or go off of like how they are around you too. Like if you feel like they feel the same way, then say it. But I feel like if they're like totally oblivious and they just like see you as a friend and like you know that, I would just, I don't know, but then that goes along with like just keeping your feelings like bottled up. Just tell them.
Yeah, just tell them. That's what I'm saying.
Just tell them.
Just do it. My parents don't want me to have a YouTube channel. How can I convince them that it's safe? I mean, in the beginning, just let them know that they can trust you and build trust with them first.
And also, like, they can watch your videos that you post. And also, like, the content you put up attracts audience that your video is, like, asking for, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, if you're putting up provocative stuff, you're gonna have some creepers.
Let them watch your video before you post it.
Yeah. Maybe if there's, like, super protective, like, let them, yeah, like what she said, let them watch it and see if they think it's cool, then post it. But yeah, there's really nothing about YouTube that is unsafe unless you like put your address out there. If you're making a video in your house and leaving your house, don't film your neighborhood, don't film where you live, don't film your house number, that stuff. So be careful about that. But as far as that, there's really nothing unsafe about YouTube. There really isn't.
Have y'all argued a lot in the past when you were younger, and do you still?
No.
I feel like we've never argued.
We really haven't. We've never had a fight. We've never really had any disagreements.
Yeah,
have we?
Really though.
So
we're still in the honeymoon phase.
10 years later? No, really, we haven't fought.
20 years later.
No, how many years apart are we?
No, but 20 years later, we're still in the honeymoon phase.
Oh, you're right. No, we haven't fought.
Yeah.
Like, we're very close. All of our siblings are very close, which I'm very thankful for. Like, we haven't fought. We haven't had any fallouts, nothing.
No family drama with our siblings.
No.
At all. This may be totally strange, but period advice. You probably get that question a lot, but there are so many things, specifically pads and tampons.
Start out with pads.
Yeah.
If you first get your period, start out with pads because one, getting your period can be scary enough. You don't want to worry about having to stick something up yourself. Start with pads for as long as you need. You never actually have to wear tampons.
You don't. I had a friend that wore pads all throughout high school. So
yeah, you don't need to wear tampons. It's more convenient, you know, if you don't want to wear a huge pad or whatever.
Yeah. Or if you're doing sports or like anything. Yeah.
Or if your flow is very heavy, you might want to wear a tampon and a pad, which sometimes I have to do, like in the beginning days. I remember the first time I tried to put in a tampon. I didn't put it in all the way.
Ow, yeah.
So it hurt. Not because I was putting it in, but because I didn't put it in all the way. So it's like
you could feel it.
I could feel it. When you put a tampon in, you shouldn't feel it at all. It should feel like there's nothing there. So if you feel it, it's not in all the way, most likely. Towards the last day of your period, I don't wear a tampon because it starts to dry out up there and it hurts to take it out. That's just me. Do you wear tampons at the last day?
I still do, yeah.
On the last day?
Yeah.
I usually
start out with supers.
Yeah.
And then I go to regulars. So yeah, if you don't know that, there's different sizes, like depending on how heavy your flow is and stuff like that. So there's like super, super, super mega. There's like super, there's medium or regular, there's light, there's ultra light. So even just building up if you want to, like when you first start.
Yeah, start out with the smallest one.
Yeah.
So yeah, just start out with pads just to ease yourself into it, and then when you feel comfortable, then experiment with tampons, the smallest tampon, and then you'll be good.
Oh gosh.
What?
I have a boyfriend. I have 2 boyfriends. One attends my university and one is in the army. I don't know what to do because I love them both.
Oh, why did you do
I don't
that?
think I want to be in this situation.
That's your fault.
Yeah,
Why did you do that?
It's not okay.
It's not okay.
You need to try to get out of the situation as soon as possible because you're just going to end up not only hurting both of them but hurting yourself. So
This is coming from big sisters, okay? Don't do that, okay? Don't do that. I would say, since you are in this situation, look at both of the relationships and ask yourself why you're in those relationships and how close you are. Are you in love? I don't know if it's do you think it's possible to be in love with both of them?
I feel like you can love different things about both of them. Like
True.
maybe you're in love with one part of one that the other one doesn't have, and that's why you love both of them.
But you can't have 2 boyfriends.
But you can. There is a guy out there that might not even be either of the 2 that have all the traits that both of those have together in one guy.
You're gonna have to choose because having 2 boyfriends isn't okay.
How to approach a boy that you like that people around you say he likes me back. And that same boy's ex is one of my friends, and she told me she thinks she loves him and I don't want to hurt her. What do you think I should do? The guy that your friend likes you.
But they were also together at one time, right?
Oh yeah. Your friend's ex likes you, but she still likes him.
Let them work out their issues before you do anything.
Yeah.
Because they have history, so it could really make the relationship between you and your friend really bad, especially if you guys are really close and you actually are like really good friends.
Yeah.
Don't
run
say
things
that.
by them first. It doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. So
you're not doing anything wrong. Yeah, that's just a really uncomfortable situation. Don't do anything with the ex.
Yeah.
The guy.
Because you're the girl's friend first. So
yeah. This guy, first of all, this guy shouldn't be going from friend to friend.
Go off, Bernie.
I'm just saying, this guy shouldn't be going after his ex's friend.
Yeah.
He knows that you guys are close. That's on him. He shouldn't.
So you don't want to be with that guy anyway.
No, don't. Yeah, that's it. Don't be that guy. Don't be with him. Don't be with him.
Leave it alone. Let him love you. Let him be in love with you.
Don't do it.
He's off.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woohoo!
In case you don't know, we've been trying to do this for my road trip vlog.
Oh, you'll see it in the vlog.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
go watch that one
you already
first.
saw the vlog.
But I didn't even plan to do that one, so.
And it worked out.
I know.
Oh, good times.
Okay.
We did it, Aiden.
What is your advice on late puberty?
I mean,
it happens.
There's really no advice. Like, technically, I was late compared to you. I mean, there's really no advice. Like, you just get it when you get it.
And be happy. Like, you don't have to worry about having period.
Yeah.
So
if all your friends are like getting their period and you're not, honestly, be happy about it.
Yeah.
Because
it's one less thing to worry about.
But if you're talking about like all your friends are getting boobs and you're not, it'll happen.
It will.
It'll happen.
And your boobs might even grow to be bigger than their boobs.
Yes, exactly.
How would you become a best friend to your sister?
I mean, that just comes naturally.
Yeah, be a sister before you're a best friend. Some siblings aren't close, and that's just how it is. Like, we're lucky that all of us are close, so we're naturally just best friends with each other.
Yeah.
And also, when you get older, that's when you start becoming closer to your siblings usually, or not, or the total opposite. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
Yeah, it's something you don't try.
Yeah.
You don't try to be best friends with your sister, or you don't try to be best friends with anybody. It just happens.
Yeah. I want to know something that you regret not doing at a younger age. Something that I regret not doing at a younger age. I kind of always wished that I started a sport when I was younger and like kept with it all throughout like high school and maybe even done it in college, because I don't know, I feel like that would be cool. Like, we played volleyball in middle school and stuff. I wish I continued that in high school, but I'm glad I did cheer.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was like thinking about, like what I regret not doing, and then I was gonna say something, but then I was like, well, if I did it, then I wouldn't have what I have now.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, I really don't regret anything.
Yeah, everything turned out how it's supposed to.
But like, for answering sake, I'm trying to think of one. Probably staying in school because I was like, I started going to college. I was like 2 years into college, and then I started focusing more on my boyfriend, which that's something I regret, focusing more on my boyfriend than school. So I guess, yeah, staying in school. But the boyfriend at the time was Mia's dad, not my husband now, Mia's dad. So that's why I said I don't regret it, because I wouldn't have Mia now.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I would say focus on school more than my relationship. So
you mentioned on your other videos that you live in a separate home from your siblings because they have their own family. How do you deal with it by any time you miss them?
she doesn't have to miss me anymore.
Yeah, all of our siblings are finally gonna be in the same
and I'm
city.
gonna be living with you.
Oh yeah, that too.
Go from 0 to 100.
We would talk every day, like no matter how busy she was or I was, like
yeah.
even if it was just like through Snapchat, like a Snapchat a day, we always like said
We always
something.
talked.
FaceTime so much.
When she got to Mississippi this time, I asked her, I was like, is it weird being in Mississippi, like in my apartment? And she's like, I feel like I've seen it every single day.
Yeah,
So
I literally felt like I have been there like already. Well, I already have, but like
she sees it all the
it's
time.
not new to me, yeah, because I would see it on FaceTime like every day. How old should you move out of your parents' house? Comparison.
Yeah.
When did you move out?
When I was like 20.
Oh,
Really, like whenever you feel like you have enough money saved up,
yeah.
like don't move out until you have a few months of rent saved up at least, because it's not just rent, it's bills, food for yourself, like taking care of yourself fully. So just because, like, so let's say you're making good money but you don't have any money saved up, just because you're making good money, what if you lose your job and then you aren't making the income that you are making at the time? So that's why I say have money saved up for that cushion. So just whenever you feel like you have enough money saved up.
How tall are you both?
I'm
taller than her.
5'3". Yeah, she's taller. I'm 5'3".
Yeah.
5'3".
I'm like 5'4", 5'5".
So only an inch taller.
How do you deal with parents who put a ton of pressure on you about your education? Well, our dad has always wanted us to go to school, finish school. I think especially me, because I'm his like last chance.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, like,
But also, like, there's our older brother, then there's me, then there's Brianna, and then there's Lauryn. Our dad was very strict with grades, with staying in school. Like, he's always been very strict. But as each child went on, it became way more lenient. Just do the best you can. Like, I had some A's, but I had mainly B's and C's. My dad would want better grades, but like,
some people just aren't school people.
Lauren's definitely a school person.
Not because I want to be, but just because like
It comes
that's just how it
naturally.
happened. Yeah,
It comes out, and some people aren't.
which
And
is why I'm the first one to be going through college.
finishing college.
Yeah.
But just do the best you can, you know? That's really all your parents can ask of you, is doing the best you can. You know you're slacking off.
From a
then
parent, listen.
just do the best you can. If they see you're doing your best, then they shouldn't be mad. But if you know you're slacking off, just try harder.
Any tips for small YouTubers who might get hate from classmates or people?
No new friends.
No new friends.
If you're starting a YouTube and you're worrying about hate comments, hate from other people,
You won't get through it.
you won't get through it. Really don't focus on the hate. If people don't support you when you're starting a YouTube channel, then don't be friends with them. Like,
True.
start it for you. If that's really what you want to do,
Yeah.
do it for you. You don't need to be friends with that person.
How to be there for your sister when you don't really know what's wrong.
Just listen and let them vent.
Yeah, find out what's wrong. And if they don't want to tell you, then know that you're there for when they do want to tell you.
And if you don't know what to say when they tell you, just be there for them. You know, just having someone there to listen is like the biggest support.
I have a big sister, but she doesn't like me and she only wants to be alone. What do I do to get her to be nice to me?
She might be just in that like age where it's like, get away from me.
So
So
we're
maybe-
both in that age that was like, you're annoying. Like, you're the annoying little sister.
That's kind of like your situation.
How did I get her to be nice to me?
How'd you get Brianna to be
I
nice
had to
you?
wait years. But really, like, that's just a phase that sisters go through. They're gonna be annoyed at you when you take their clothes.
Especially if you're close in age.
Yeah, but like me and her are 6 years apart, and we went through that stage when we lived together. But like as soon as she moved out and started doing her own thing, like that's when we got super close. So it just happens. It takes time.
Wait on her hand and foot.
Yeah.
Give her massages.
I did not feed her grapes off the
Foot
line.
massages.
No. How do you motivate yourself for a big task?
Coffee.
Coffee and to-do lists. How do you deal with constant worry of your future? I mean, you always have time to start making things right about your future. Like if you're sitting here worrying about your future, but you're not doing anything about it, then you should start doing something about it. Like take a step towards your future. If you're talking about like you're in college and you don't know what's gonna happen after college, same. You just have to like
long-term goals.
Yeah.
That'll help. Yeah, make long-term goals, and short-term goals will help towards your long-term goals.
To get you there. Yeah. What if there is a toxic person in my girl group and I don't like her, but my friends still like her, so they still want her to be a part of the girl group, but she's so toxic, so what do I tell them?
You don't have to talk to that person.
Yeah, you have a whole group of other girls that you do like.
Don't interact with that person.
Not everyone vibes with each other.
Yeah.
Just because they do and they're your friends doesn't mean you have to. When are you first kiss? Let's talk about our first kisses with our significant others.
Oh, let me think.
Ours was on a Ferris wheel at the fair.
Let's leave it on a good note. Oh,
it's
gosh.
actually cute though. Like
Yeah.
we weren't boyfriend and girlfriend yet, officially. But we were at the fair that we have like every summer, and we were on the Ferris wheel, and he was so polite and asked me first.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Yeah, we got to the top.
He asked you.
And yeah, he surprised me with a stuffed animal turtle out of his backpack, and he gave it to me, and he said, "Do you mind if I kissed you?" or something like that. And then he went for a peck, and I went for more than a peck.
Oh God, you did?
Not more than a peck, but like it was a little more than his. So we always make fun of it.
Oh, he only wanted to go like this, and you went full on. You gave him tongue?
No,
Oh.
just like my lips were open a little, you know. But his were, because that was his first kiss ever.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
We love you.
Okay.
When was your first kiss with Anthony?
Is it bad that I don't remember? I really don't.
Because if mine wasn't so extravagant, I wouldn't say that I would either.
I honestly don't remember. But hey, you don't have to remember to be in love.
Yeah,
Look.
true.
Look, we're in love.
That's gonna be all for today's portion of the video. I'm gonna make another Instagram story asking for questions so that we can continue tomorrow if we get any different ones. But for now,
This was fun.
that's all. We will see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Hello, it's day 2. It is good afternoon.
It's 1:29.
Day 3 of our road trip. The last day of our road trip. Surprise, surprise.
Surprise to all of us.
Yeah. It's also 10 times windier today than it has been, so really hope you can hear us this whole video. So if the wind is annoying in the background, our apologies. But we're going to continue by answering my Instagram story responses, because yesterday we did the YouTube community post responses. Let's just dive right in. Advice for figuring out what to do with your life and how to discover your career. I feel like for most people, things just fall into place where they should be.
I was gonna say just go with the flow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Everything happens for a reason.
Unless you have a real big dream of becoming something when you're older, like really work towards that. But if you are kind of indecisive, kind of just let your life fall into place.
How to approach a boy that you like.
Just go up and talk to him.
Okay, but for people that it's not that easy for, you know.
Well, approaching means going up and talk to them. So just go up and talk to them. I mean,
and don't just go up and say hi. Like have a little bit of a conversation in mind, you know.
Yeah, think of something that you want to bring up.
Don't just be like hi, because then he's just gonna be like hi.
And then it'll be awkward if like you don't know what to say. So just have like a question that you want to ask him, or like something you want to tell him. Or it could be like a funny icebreaker, you know.
True. A little pick me up. Pick me up. Pick up line. How old are your sister and her kids?
I'm 29. I turned 29 last February. And I have a 7-year-old daughter named Mia. I have a 4-year-old son named Aiden. And a 1.5-year-old son named Riley. Don't merge. Yes. Those are the ages of my kids.
How do I tell my best friend I like him without ruining our friendship?
That could be a tough one. Like,
yeah.
If you feel like he has kind of a crush on you too, I feel like it'd be very easy to tell him, you know. But if he's like just sees you as a friend, I see how it could be scary.
Kind of talked about this in another question.
Yeah, yesterday.
But like, get a feel of how he is too with you.
Mm-hmm. Like, what vibe is he putting off? If you think it's like really out of place to tell him that you have feelings for him, then maybe not. Just don't do it. If you keep it bottled in, that's not good either.
Yeah, I know. So what's the right answer?
You know, the right answer for a lot of things is just speak your mind. Like, you never know the outcome, so just speak your mind.
Yeah.
Say how you feel, because it's not good to hold things in.
I think bottling up feelings is worse than anything you can do.
Yeah.
Speak your mind, but also like if you're getting
Proceed with caution.
Yeah. If you're getting total like turn-offs, you know, maybe not. Speak your mind to someone else, just so you can get it off your mind. Why do you look so much alike?
Why? Because we're the same mom and dad? I don't know.
We're only 9 years apart. What do you guys argue about? The fact that we're almost the same person?
That's actually like the only thing. We don't argue about it, but we're like,
jokingly argue.
Yeah, like we would literally say the same thing at the same time, like comment on the same thing, the same comment and stuff.
And then we both look at each other at the same time.
Yeah, and then we're like, ugh.
Not serious.
It's a funny frustrated.
Yeah. So what does it feel like living so far away from your sis? Well, now we won't live far away. We will live in the same household.
What did it feel like?
What did it feel like? I mean, when they moved first to Mississippi, they were supposed to only be there for like a year or less.
Yeah.
So before that, it was just like, it's okay, they'll be home soon. Like, they're coming back soon. But then it turned into like 2 years, 2 to 3 years.
Almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years. So then it got kind of like
annoying because the time just kept getting extended.
They're never coming back, basically.
Yeah, but I mean, we FaceTimed all the time, like we said before. Yeah. So we still kept in touch, and we were still really close. So it wasn't that hard.
And we knew they were coming back eventually.
Eventually.
So
yeah. Thank God for FaceTime.
Really,
if we had to send letters, I wouldn't send letters.
What do you think is the right age to get married and have your first child? It's different for everyone.
Yeah.
There's not an age.
It's not my place to tell you like when you should get married.
Yeah.
Or when to have a child.
It depends on your situation.
Yeah. Sometimes even when you are young and you have a kid and you feel like you're not ready, sometimes you have to just adjust to the situation and then you become ready. Like,
yeah. You just have to be ready.
I think nobody's ready to have a kid, no matter how old you are. Like your first one, like you're not ready like mentally until you have one. I don't have an answer for it.
Yeah, there's no how to get over a bad breakup. Time heals all.
It really does. Time, talking to new people. Don't jump into new relationships. But yeah, definitely time. Time like heals everything. Like it really does. I went through a horrible breakup. I'm not gonna get into details, but it was a serious situation and it was hard to get through that. But after time,
to look where you are now.
Yeah, definitely time, and setting your attention somewhere else, not on that person.
Did you and your sis ever borrow each other's clothes? I was literally wearing her shirt in yesterday's part of this video.
Yeah, yesterday.
How to deal with your little sister in puberty, LMAO. I mean, you went through it too.
Yeah,
so.
If she's like super sensitive, like during her period or whatever, like don't make fun of her.
Cut her some slack.
Cause you know how it feels. Sometimes that time of the month is just like, don't talk to me, don't touch me, don't nothing. I don't know, just be considerate of her feelings.
How do you say no to someone who asks you out without making them feel bad?
If you don't know them, and if it's a stranger, say you have a boyfriend, and if they're persistent, that's just rude, and just be rude to them and say I'm not interested. But if it's someone you know and they ask you out and you're just not interested, just nicely tell them you're not interested.
You need to tell them.
Yeah, because don't
lead them on.
Yeah, don't lead them on, because that could turn bad.
Yeah.
And you can get in a bad situation.
So let's role play.
What?
I'm the boy telling you that I want to take you out.
Do I know you, or are you a stranger?
We've been friends for a couple of years.
Okay.
Same friend group, not like BFFs, but like, hey Brittany, kind of into you. Just wanted to know if you wanted to go, to a movie or something.
I mean, you're a really good friend. I just don't see you that way. That's okay. I'm just not interested. Rather just be friends. End scene. Oh, let's do the other scene where you're a stranger. Let's say we're in Starbucks.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like waiting for my triple espresso, right?
Yeah.
No, you be the person waiting since I was the.
Okay.
Let's switch roles.
So.
Okay. You're so
I
polite.
Just freeze up.
You're so polite.
Okay, go.
Okay, so you're waiting for Starbucks. I see you.
Set the mood.
So hold it.
No, these are on an imaginary counter.
Oh, they're on a counter.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're over there, and I'm over here, and I walk up to you. Hey.
Hi.
I think you're really hot. You want to go out with me sometime?
Thanks, but
guy. I mean, he won't know.
No, I have lots of respect for him, so thanks but no thanks.
But what about the respect for me?
I don't even know you, so I respect you, but not enough to disrespect my own boyfriend.
Okay, I see. I mean, can I buy you a drink? A Starbucks drink?
I mean, free Starbucks, maybe.
Can I buy you a Starbucks drink? Heck yeah, I'll do it for a drink.
I mean, if you just wanted to buy me a drink and nothing more, is there anything wrong with that? Big sister, give me advice.
That's the start of becoming a sugar daddy. What if he's like...
This is literally me asking my big sister.
It starts with a drink. All right, can I have your number now since I bought you a drink?
No, I'm sorry.
Throws the drink in you.
Then I would just literally walk away, walk out the door, hoping I already have my drink.
Scene.
Kind of talked about this, but more specific. How to make the first move on a boy. Please, I need help. Okay, love you.
If you have his phone number, I guess, just like...
A lot of things start on social media now.
Yeah, you can definitely slide into the DMs if he's single, if he doesn't have a girlfriend.
Yeah,
definitely
make sure.
like DM him. Leave him a comment, maybe.
You know what I did?
What?
Well, KK followed me first or whatever. And then my friend told me that he was interested in me, but I'm the one that went on his profile and I liked like
all his pictures,
3 pics in a row.
Oh yeah, do that.
Yeah, that's a good way to like subtly be like,
get his attention.
I'm kind of interested.
Yeah,
you know?
that's how you get his attention too.
Without being straightforward and like sliding in the DMs.
Then he might message you after you like all his pictures.
Yeah.
You know, he's probably gonna say like,
thanks for the likes.
Yeah, something. And then if he doesn't, then just if he doesn't after you like all his pictures, whatever, just like DM him and then leave him with compliments.
Yeah,
you know?
maybe he didn't realize it either. Maybe he didn't see it, so don't take that the wrong way if he doesn't reach out to you after you do that.
Yeah, DM him and leave him a compliment.
Yeah, that's the social media way to do it.
But in person to make the first move, goes back to the other question we answered. Like, just go up and say hi and like,
yeah,
I don't know, think of an icebreaker. Go on Google, look up some icebreakers. Don't be boring.
Best safe things for cleaning and shaving down there. I don't use any specific things for down there. I use body wash.
I know you're like not supposed to use the same body wash or something, but I do. I've never had an issue with using the same body wash. Just make sure the body wash you use like isn't a super cheap body wash, because that cannot be good. You're not supposed to clean, like you're not supposed to put soap up yourself. You know, it's
surface area only.
Yeah, like scrub the top, you know, not too hard, scrub the top, but yeah, you're not supposed to be squeaky clean in there. Like it's normal to have, you know, wetness and moistness. A lot of people don't like the word moist.
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
No, but it's normal. Like if you feel like, as long as you don't have an odor or like a weird smell down there, or like a, you know, something that's like you can't like handle, that is you, then you should probably go to the doctor to get it checked out, because something could be off and they could definitely help you with that. But if you're like, if you don't have a horrible smell down there or anything, like you have nothing to worry about. Just wash the top, you know, and make sure you're showering every day. Razors are fine. That's what I use to shave down there. I don't shave all the time.
I don't either.
What the heck?
It's normal to.
No, especially like when I shave,
And
like
not against the grain.
not
right.
No, I do sometimes.
Is that like good though?
What?
Doing it against?
You can do it against the grain.
Because I used to, and then I heard it was bad, and then I stopped doing it.
No, you can go against the grain. Just don't push too hard.
And it causes like ingrown hairs.
It causes ingrown hairs sometimes. Like doesn't happen.
I got one.
I've got one too.
Ouch.
Yeah, ingrown hairs down there hurt really bad.
Yeah.
And I know like waxing definitely helps with ingrown hairs, but I've never waxed. But I don't get ingrown hairs every time I shave.
Yeah, I've only gotten it once, so.
Yeah.
Sorry if this is personal, but what age are you supposed to start wearing a thong? I wore my first one when I was in cheer, and I was wearing tight, like, spandex Nike Pros all the time, which I think is a reasonable time, which was like sophomore year of high school.
Yeah, I think I started wearing one like freshman year or something.
Yeah.
I would say like high school is appropriate, you know, like you really don't need to wear thongs. The only reason I wear thongs is for, if I wear like spandex shorts, like my Lulu shorts, and I don't want an underwear line, which there's nothing wrong with underwear lines, but it's just sometimes it's uncomfortable. And when you first start wearing thongs, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna say, like,
you're gonna feel like you have a wedgie all the time. But now, like, I don't
feel it.
Yeah, you don't feel it. But I would say high school is a good time, because anytime before then, you don't really need to.
And don't be afraid to like ask your mom or your older sister, or any female figure in your life,
Yeah.
like to help you get one if you can't.
Yeah, if you feel weird like going to the store and buying a thong, either ask your mom.
I think mom literally like gave me one.
Really?
Like she had one that, well, she never used it, but she had a new one that she never used, and she just gave it to me.
Yeah.
But I didn't ask. She probably like kind of knew. I didn't want to ask. But
I mean,
like, don't be afraid to ask.
Thongs aren't bad.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a bad thing to wear a thong. Unless you're wearing jeans, really low-cut jeans, which no one does anymore.
True.
But like, if you're wearing jeans
Ew.
and like you're purposely like having it hang out, don't do that.
Yeah,
don't
no.
do that. But like, there's nothing wrong with wearing thongs. They're underwear.
How to start taking control over your life instead of your parents.
If you aren't able to move out on your own, you really can't have 100% freedom.
Yeah.
So if they're still taking care of you financially and all that,
Yes.
my hair. If they're still taking care of you financially, you really don't have 100% control over your life until you're able to pay for all your bills, all your gas, all your, everything on your own. You can't fully have control over your life. But if you're saying like your parents are super controlling,
I mean,
if you have
some
controlling
parents are. Like, parents can be complete opposites.
Yeah.
Some people's parents could not care at all. Some people's parents can be super controlling.
and most likely you're not gonna be able to change them.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean you can't say anything to them.
Yeah.
But if you do, don't say it in like a disrespectful way.
Or if you feel like you can't talk to your parent, then try to talk to another adult, like in your family that understands you. If you don't have an older sibling, definitely try to find like another adult in your family to reach out to and just like let them know how you are feeling, So if it's like a serious situation, definitely find an aunt or uncle or grandma or something, Yeah.
I share a room with 3 younger sisters and often find it so hard to have my own space. Advice?
I mean, you're just not gonna have privacy, that's all.
Yeah.
Like until you either get into another house that has another room so you can have your own space, but like if that's the situation you're in, like you're not gonna have space.
The time will come.
Try to be out with your friends, But yeah, when you're at home and you're sharing a room with your sisters, it's their room too. You're just gonna have to live with it because you're always gonna have sisters around.
True. Have you all like the same boy in your life?
What the heck? Do you realize we're like 10 years apart?
Long distance relationship isn't a good idea.
It's definitely not a bad idea.
I've never been in a long distance relationship.
Anthony's been on deployment and he was gone for like eight months. So he didn't like live somewhere else, but he was gone for 8 months. I mean, it's 50-50. Like both of you guys have to make it work, Like definitely work. So it's definitely not a bad idea.
I don't think it's a bad idea at all. Yeah, if you can make it work, you can make it work. It's not for some people, that's for sure. If your love language is quality time, that's probably not.
Yeah.
Or like physical touch, then it probably won't work for you. But it doesn't mean you shouldn't try it.
Yeah, if you definitely like love the person, then you can both make it work.
How can I control my jealousy? We were talking about this yesterday.
You're just like a naturally jealous person. That's just who you are.
Yeah, you can't change yourself.
Yeah, you're gonna be jealous.
I mean, you just kind of have to.
If you know that you're doing too much and you're just like calling your significant other every minute, then that's something that you can definitely work on. He shouldn't be putting you in situations where you feel jealous.
But sometimes it just happens, like
Sometimes
naturally.
it just happens, yeah.
And you can't really like help it if you're jealous. Most annoying things about each other.
There's really nothing annoying about you.
Yeah.
No, you have to be honest.
Right?
What's annoying about me?
Nothing.
Really?
No, Brittany, I'm serious. Wow, look at us. Best thing about your sister.
Lauren's very patient. Yeah, she's very patient, especially with my kids. Or she just like contains herself well. But yeah, she's very patient. That's why I know she's gonna be a good mom with her 10 kids.
10 kids. I literally tell you everything, pretty much. Like I can go to her with anything. She's just like, I know she's been through it all, and I know she has the right things to say. She's very comforting and nurturing. It's the mom in you.
Oh, thanks.
Is it normal to not always love your partner if you are in a long relationship?
No. You shouldn't be with them if you don't love them. Maybe like you love them, but maybe you're not using the right word. Is it normal not to like be how you were like in the first year? Yes, definitely normal. But to feel like you don't love them anymore?
Yeah, I don't think that's
not normal, no.
How to get on with think that.
Well, yesterday we both had a low bun.
But like our faces don't
Okay,
look that much.
tell us in the comments what features are the same.
Yeah, don't just say we look like twins. But
Yeah,
like
tell us
how.
why. Because one, our hair isn't the same color. I know twins can have different hair colors. But like as far as feature wise,
Yeah.
tell us why we look like.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, bye. Because you can tell we're sisters, but like people say we look like twins.
And
So-
people like think I'm her.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Oh, I thought you were the other one.
Yeah.
Like my neighbors.
Hey, that's all the questions. That was a lot of questions and very long responses. So I got everything that you wanted out of this video.
It killed a lot of time. We only have 24 minutes left.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That means we've been filming for a long time.
I know.
Make sure you subscribe to her channel because she has a channel too and she's gonna start posting on it more maybe. Link down below, of course.
Make sure you subscribe to Lauryn. She comments to some comments because she's getting so famous now.
Stop.
She was literally sitting in here with her laptop responding to comments, you guys. So she
On my hotspot.
on her hotspot.
And I kept
So
losing service.
dedication right here.
I'm trying. I'm still not caught up.
She's dedicated, but like you gotta understand if she doesn't respond to your comments because she gets
Especially-
tons now.
Yeah,
So
especially in this past week where I haven't been able to like sit down and do it, you know,
Yeah.
like normal. But I'm trying, guys. So leave us a comment anyways, and I will read it for sure. I will acknowledge it. I'll say that, and I will try to respond to as many as I can for as long as I can. But yeah,
she's trying her hardest.
I am. I really am.
She really is.
And like this video for twin sisters.
Twin sister. And thanks for your questions, guys.
Yeah, thanks for all your questions.
It helped us on the road trip.
It did. It kept us.
It was fun.
Busy. Yeah.
But yeah.
Thanks so much for watching. Love you guys, and we'll see you in my next video, probably.
I'll probably be in it.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Let's do it.
What? Oh,
Bye.
like that? Wait, do it again.
It's to the side.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bye.
I'll never not, babe. Dreaming of those eyes, best part of my